Hi everyone. The story that I want to share with you today is about the great philosopher Moses Mendelson, or Moshe, as we will call him for the purposes of this story. Now, the time had come for Moshe to get married, and there was a marriage that was arranged between him and another famous family in Hamburg, the Guggenheims. And the daughter had never met Moshe, and Moshe had never met the daughter. Now, she was unbelievably beautiful, and he was unbelievably ugly. In fact, there's another story about him where he's described as never had the ruler who was talking to him seen such good wine in such an ugly vessel, because he was so intelligent and so smart, but he didn't fit with the stereotypes of attractiveness and handsomeness at the time. So the bride and groom agreed to the match, but they hadn't actually met. And when the time came for them to come face to face, the bride fainted from such a shock of how he looked. Anyway, afterwards, while he was waiting for the bride to come into the room so that they could get married, he was teaching Torah and giving a Dvar Torah, giving a Torah teaching. And it went on and on and on. He realized that she wasn't coming. And so he went to his would-be future father-in-law and said, "Look, I'm assuming that she doesn't want to marry me, and that's okay. I understand, but I would like just one conversation alone with her. That's the least, that she can do under these circumstances. If she's willing, I would like to just have one conversation with her." And so she agreed, and they were together, and he explained to her a story that he wanted to share. He said to her, "I want to share with you a story. I understand you don't want to marry me, but I want to share with you a story. That's all I ask." And so he explained to her that before a soul comes into this world, it's already decreed who that soul is going to marry. And before his soul had come into the world, he'd asked the angel that had been escorting him from the spiritual realms into this physical world if he could show him who the bride was. And he saw his bride to be, and she was so ugly that he fainted. And he said to the angel, "I'm not going back into the world. I'm going to stay in the spiritual realms. I'm not going down into the physical world." Anyway, the angel started to get really stressed, really worried, and said, "No, you don't understand. It's really difficult for angels like me if we don't fulfill our mission, what we meant to do. And my mission is to escort you into the physical world. You have to go." And he felt sorry for the angel. And he explained all of this to his bride. He said, "I felt sorry for the angel. And so I said, I will go down into the physical world, but on one condition. I want you to take all the ugliness that is destined for my bride to be, make her beautiful, and I will take on her ugliness." The bride heard the story and was moved, and she agreed to marry him. And that is how their marriage came to be.